everybody, so today I'm going to be making birria, which is what I like to call Mexican beef stew, and I use the shoulder pot roast, boneless. You can also use a chuck roast. I use about almost 2 pounds for just me and my husband, and then you use chile guajillo or chile California, which is just for flavor, and for color. Not really much. It's not really spicy at all. And then I use garlic, oregano, onion, and to make the sauce, and bay leaves as well that I have here. And I'll be blending it and cutting up the steak in cubes. So I'll be showing you that in a minute. And you eat this with beans and pinto beans. That we like to eat pinto beans and rice on the side, and with some cilantro and onion, and I'll show you guys the whole step of making this. So you want to fill your blender about 2 cups, and then I do about, you peel and take out the seeds out of these, and I do about 6 chiles or 7. So then you want to add your onion, and I use about 1/4 of onion. And then you put in your bay leaves as well. And then you use, if you have minced garlic like I do, you use about one tablespoon. I mean, all this is just for flavor, and I love garlic. So I put in about 1 tablespoon, or you could do 1 garlic clove or 2. So it's just that, and then you close it up and you blend until it's like very liquidy, and then I'll show you the result. And I forgot to add oregano. So oregano, it's about, I would say about 1 or 2 shakes if you have a shaker. So this one doesn't come out a lot, or you could do, I do like 1 or 2 pinches. I usually have it fresh oregano from home that my mom will send me, so like 1 pinch, 2 pinch, and then you blend it all. Okay, so then after your sauce is blended, so it's gonna be a thick consistency like that, but that's perfect because then when you add it to the beef, it'll be, so the meat brings out its own like juices, and that'll mix and it'll make it juicy. So then after, so while my sauce was blending, I cubed my beef, my steak, and I like to cube it small because then I like to shred it, because we like to eat tacos de birria, which is another, you can make another dish with it too. So then after you've blended your sauce and you've cut your steak, you cubed it, you go ahead and put it in a pot, in a big enough pot. So then you have it in a pot, and then you turn on. So my stove is electric, like I've mentioned to you guys before, and I put it on simmer, medium heat, for about 3 hours, because our stove is electric and it takes longer. So then once you put in your meat in the pot and you turn on your stove, you add the sauce, and then you cover it and you let it cook for about 3 hours. Usually it takes about an hour. If you have a gas stove, it'll take about an hour, and you can put it on low heat as well. But then, so then once it's cooked, I'll go ahead and come back and show you guys how it'll look. But it'll look super delicious. It'll smell amazing. And then I do not add salt because I season my food with the chicken bouillon, which you could use the beef one too, which would be better for this plate. for this dish, but I do like to season it with the chicken. I mean, growing up, I grew up my mom seasoning everything with this, so this is how I learned how to season my stuff, my dishes, and my food. But it's still an amazing taste, and you just use it, and I don't put it in by tablespoons. Again, I use by flavor, by taste, however salty you like it, or unsalty. It all depends on you. But I don't add that until it's almost cooked. So then I accompany this with beans and red rice or Spanish rice. And I'll be showing you guys how I do that. And beans, I just make frijoles de la olla, which is like out of the pot, which I have my water boiling with a piece of onion. Meanwhile, I have my beans rinsing for a little bit there. And then you just boil them for about an hour and add salt. I do add salt to those. And then you just eat them like that on the side with the birria. And the rice, I can be showing you how to make that also in another video. But this is all to accompany the birria, and I'll go ahead and show you guys a picture at the end of how it'll look and it'll come out. Okay, so it's been an hour and it's still not boiling, but you see how the meat is getting like more of a darker red, and it's more liquidy now, like more soupy. So then now you could add your seasoning, your chicken or beef bouillon, whatever you have. So then after an hour or like 2 hours, mine is still on low heat, very low heat, and simmer. And another way you can check to see if it's done is you poke a fork through it, and if it's soft and it like pulls apart, then that's how you know when the soup is ready as well. And I have the beans on this side still cooking. Those take about an hour as well, or 2. So we'll go ahead and come back and I'll show you guys when everything is ready. Okay, so it's been like 30 more minutes or so, and so my beef still has like about another 30 minutes to go. Oops. And my beans are almost ready, like 10 minutes, and whoop, it's a little foggy there. There we go. But this is, if you're cooking fresh beans, this is how you want them to start looking. And then you'll know when they're ready is when they're soft. So if you can grab one or try it. And when they're soft, that's when you know they're ready. Now, you can go ahead, like 15 more minutes, or you can just go ahead and turn them off. And there's the birria. I would say like about another 30 minutes. So mine has been on for almost 2 hours. And that's because I have it on low and simmer. Okay, so finally, after 3 hours, okay, so like I said, it won't take this long if you have a normal gas stove, but it's ready and ready to eat and ready to serve. So usually I like to put it in a bowl with some beans, some of the cooked beans, and then you add cilantro and onion, which I've cut up too. Here we have the cilantro and onion and some lemon or lime, And once it's through, here we have the cilantro and onion and some lemon or lime. And once it's done and you've like served it in a bowl, you can put it in a bowl, or you can eat it like a soup with the beans inside, or you can eat it with like on a flat plate, you know, dry. And tortillas, we like to eat it with tortillas. You can make tacos, you shred your beef and you eat tacos and make some tacos out of it. I'm also going to be making some rice, and I'll be showing you how to make that in a different video, but I'll go ahead and make a plate and show you how we like to eat it. So then once you have your birria ready, you'll go ahead and serve it. So you see it's cubed, and it's small cubes so that you can bite them. Or like I said, sometimes my husband likes me to shred it, so I'll shred it a little bit inside the pot so that it can, and again, it's not spicy at all. The chilies or the peppers were just for flavor and for color. And we like to add the beans inside. So it's delicious. I know some of my friends were asking me for the recipe, and there you go. That's how you eat it. And then you just with a spoon, and you can add your lemon and your lime, your cilantro. I like to put cilantro on it, and onion. And then you just add your lime, warm up your tortillas, or if you don't eat tortillas, your red rice, your Spanish